Hello, this is Jay's Pieces to Play. Another late night up repurposing. I've been working on this. This is a Christmas gift from my wife. Call this Slytherin House and Grill. It's really cool because the bottom is a grill that serves it's a little pizza joint that serves pizza and pies and all kinds of stuff. I'll show you when I get in there. And then the second portion of it up here is going to be um, the actual little clubhouse that's associated with it. So it's like a place they go, like I don't know, kind of like a pub and grill or whatever. I just call it Slytherin House and Grill. I thought that was clever. And then the top part is just a little scene that I had that broke out on the roof, which I thought was pretty funny. Anyway, this is repurposing done in its best. This was a Christmas gift from my wife, who's a really, really wonderful sweetheart. She, we had hit some hard times, but that we're doing all right. Things are, well, I'm still struggling, but she was there for me, and just came out of surgery, and things are going good. As far as that goes. I'm struggling at night still though to sleep. So the cool thing is this channel is dedicated to people that are kind of up all night or struggling to sleep. So I wish you all the best when you watch this, and hope you get some satisfaction healing from building with Lego products. This is really cool, 100% authentic Lego as far as the product, but then I did some mix and matching. Plus, B3 did some printing on some tiles, which I'll show you. You'll see some cool stuff there and there. I did some cool stuff. Well, they did some cool stuff, and I got some stuff from them to do this one. But we did this pretty okay. I got like 4 boxes of this nougat right here, masonry brick color that you see, and it took about 4 total boxes, and it was the kind of larger boxes, so they were like $17 a piece. But you could do a lot with that, and you'll see that in a minute. And then the rest of this is just bits and pieces from all types of Harry Potter sets, where I had a whole bunch of just nothing was complete. So I just had a bunch of items, and I'll show that as we go through. But uh, what I wanted to first show you is start at the top. So there's a scene that broke out on the top, and I had a storyline. I had a storyline that I was working on, and I was just being silly. And here it is right here. So basically, the Quidditch teams met up, and they're in the inside of this movie room right here too. And I'll show you that, and it's almost 100% complete. I'll show you, just minus a little scene that I wanted to do in there, but I'll explain that. Um, um, yeah. So we'll start from the top roof, and then we'll work our way down. So that's what we'll do. So what I have is let me just show you this. First, let's start with the HVAC. Oh my goodness, did I kind of go overboard with that? But these were just spare pieces that were in my bucket, and I just was messing around. And I'll turn it around to you here in a second, so you can see the back of it. But and then there's from each house there was just one member up on the top. And then I did a scene like you see in the Harry Potter, where they're getting ready to chase the Quidditch, the Stitch in the Quidditch match, and him and Malfoy got Draco Malfoy got into it in there somehow. I got a nice little fan there for the HVAC, and it turns too. It actually turns. This actually turns. Look at that. Oh, that was cool. You got Dumbledore up there, like the principal, checking them out, saying, "Oh gosh, here we go again." Dobby, he's got to have Harry's back, so just being silly. But anyway, that's that, and then I'll give you an up close on this rooftop too, and then I'll take this off for you, and then we can go from there. So then I'm going to take this off so you can see inside the actual clubhouse of it. So there you go. And so we'll start on the outside here. I got some B3 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 tiles. So like look at this. they're just being funny, and I like a lot of the printed things that they're doing, but the tiles are actually Lego. It's just they're printed on. Pretty cool. I liked it. Um, and then I got these skulls from Bricks and Minifig. See that? Pretty freaking cool. I like that. And then these came from, I think it was a Malfoy Manor. I had little pieces from an uncompleted set or something like that. And you see them kind of here, and I've got them down here. I'll come back like this for you, kind of pan through. But now let's go in the inside of it. And let me do this the right way to where I kind of practiced this the hair because I was kind of all over the place before I did this. I was kind of a wreck before I started this, but I'm okay now. So, all right, here we go. So from this side, I'll explain what's going on here. So everything's complete except for when we get to the ping pong table, and I'll explain that in a second. So there's a TV, which I want to kind of get like a little movie scene put on there, like they're all watching something. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be. I got some little barrels up there. Those are where you can put your wand or your umbrellas. I had an extra umbrella I was going to stick in there, but I just didn't. Like, or your cane or whatever. You can just put those in there. I have little spots for like sodas and like treats, but I didn't have any more treats or anything because the last build I did that I gave away, I gave away all my treats. So I didn't have any treats left. So I was like, well, I'll get some later. They're pretty cheap though, so but it's a movie room. So I'll explain that first. Let me go by these little tiles. You got like these tiles right here. These are so cool. Just being silly, man. Just enjoying the moment. I have some I have some other ones on this other side. I'll flip it around too when you come in here. But what's going on right here? Let me explain this. So they're doing wizard ping pong, and I was gonna find a way. See where the net is right there in the middle. I was gonna find a way to have a ball kind of go up in the middle, and they're using their wands to play ping pong. He's got it. Ron's got his wand already from part of his Quidditch. Part of his little thing, but I didn't have the other wand. I have it. I just didn't put it in his hand. This is the Wizard Cup that Slytherin now won, so they have it at their house, or maybe an old one that they had that they won the year before or something. I don't know. I was just messing around. I love how I got these guys sitting in the movie seats. The second seats are tiered, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'll turn it around like this. Hold on so you can see the other side. I'm doing all this with one hand, so excuse me. I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Oh, shoot. Hold on. There's something on there. Got it. Sorry about that little... something was on my brick. Sorry about that. Piece of lint or something. I don't know what that was. But, okay, so on this side... now, these are kind of turned because I was in there fooling around, so you see how they're crooked. I was trying to... Here's some cool Slytherin wands that came with, like, that Malfoy Manor set. That was really cool. But these are just extra pieces. Let me turn that sword sideways. There you go. They're still crooked, but you get the point. It's supposed to be straight. I guess I was messing with it right before I did it. But that's okay. See, they kind of turn. You can turn them straight. There you go. Anyway. Wish I was more organized. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, look at these right here. This is cool. Look. Built to the Future. Built to the Future 2. I thought that was cool. Kind of like a tribute to Back to the Future. That company's really cool, man. I like getting stuff from them. It's fairly cheap, too. Like, super cheap, actually, for a lot of stuff from them. But anyway, they were supposed to be playing Wizardly Ping Pong. And that was what's going on there. And that's pretty much it besides that. Oh, and then there's a bathroom. Sorry. Luna's in the bathroom. Yeah, I did a mirror. I always do bathrooms when I do these kind of full MOCs because, when I was homeless, it was hard to use the bathroom, and I never forgot that when I was struggling and I was having issues with PTSD and stuff. After I lost my job and place to live and all that, kind of sucked. But I bounced back, and you just never forget that horrible time. But those are kind of a tribute to that because, like, I was like, and now when I do builds, I was like, well, what if I have to use the bathroom? So I'm always being real silly. And but it's good. It was kind of humorous because I used to freak out there because you never realize how bad that can get until it does. But anyway, being funny. Anyway, I'm gonna take this side off now. Hold on 1 second. So I gotta do all this work. So here it goes. And sorry about that. Okay, grab it. I got it. All right. Oh man, I had to grab that with one hand. Yeah, that's all right. And then give me 1 second. And then I got this side right here. Sorry about that. So now I'm explaining here. We'll start on the inside. It's kind of a pizzeria. Look at this oven. I got a little flame going there in the oven. Right down there. Can you see that flame that's down there below the control panel? Right there. I thought that was cool. I thought that was super cool. That was like one of those things I did. You can kind of take a look. Got a hot dog up there. Got all kinds of stuff. Just junk food basically. But I wanted to show you. A lot of this stuff came from. This came from actually the friend set, the menu that was in the Central Perk. Yeah, I just put the menu in there, and I just thought that was cool. I was like, well, it's already got a list of stuff. So then there's some there's a pinball machine. There's a let me turn this around like this. There's a boxing machine, right? Like a heavy bag that Hagrid's in front of, like one of those arcade machines that you can hit to try to make it, go up or down or whatever. I thought that was cool. Got like right here, a little tribute to the build a home 2 instead of Home Alone. I thought that was cool. They're just being clever. And then got some shakes, donuts, pizzas, breads. This is the first time I was using water. Actually, I did it in the bathroom too. In the other one, at the sink. The ghosts are actually the people providing the service behind the little bar looking thing right there. I thought that was funny. That was all. This is all me. This is all 100% me. You won't find anything out there like this once I post this. I just went crazy. In a good way. I was struggling, and I just really wanted to do something real special. And I finally got some more bricks, and this is what I came up with. And then I got like a tribute to the old Burger Time arcade, except for it's not Burger Time. I thought it was cool. I put that in the corner because most pizzerias when I was a kid had, like any kind of little place, it had like an arcade in it. You'd have one back then it was pinball machines, and these right here, like these 16-bit. I think they were about 16-bit. Like on Nintendo, it was like 8-bit, but then in the arcade Jamma world, it was like maybe 16-bit or something. I don't know, but anyway, the technology was pretty. Even for them, was pretty cool. I liked it. Now here's the courtyard. This is where it gets really cool here. Oh, and let me show you a little bit more about the bar. Let's see. Oh, I got a paper towel holder, a little whisk. I was having fun. Pizzas. Oh, and when you open up that bottom piece, there's an oven in the there's a pizza in the inside too. The only thing is if I do it with one hand, all the things fall. So I'm just not going to do it. But you have to just pull it up. That's it. It flips up, and then you see a little pizza in there. I wish I did a little better with it to where you could see it in there already, but whatever. But I got flames in there, so that I thought. Sorry, let me slow down. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's the pizza shovel. So it's on the wall. I didn't have enough room. I did some poor planning here. Where the whiskey is where the pizza shovel would have been. But then I couldn't have done the little pot right there. And then this little mixing pot right here, I was like, I'm not rearranging all this just to get a pizza shovel near the oven. So I have decided I give up that fight. And that's when I gave up that fight. I did. I was like, you know what? I know my limits, man. I think I'm done. But anyway, because it took me 5 nights to do this. This is 5 nights worth of repurposing since my wife got me the Lego bricks for Christmas. And I just thought it was really cool. Oh, but you can see, look, I double layered the nougat all the way around. There's a lot of nougat masonry bricks in this entire build, 4 boxes worth. but you kind of needed it to make it. I kind of needed it the way that I wanted it, and I hadn't done one this big in a long while because I've been doing budget builds because they're just easier to manage and they're better in your wallet. Meaning, like you can really do those other builds I was showing for like $45 without the minifigs. This one, I had to buy 4 boxes at $17, so a piece, and then I had a bunch of spare parts. So I'm not sure where this one would leave you if you did one of these, but I did want to get to the courtyard. The courtyard was cool. See that? That was pretty cool. I did it first time doing trees. That came from one of those newer sets, and I just kind of repurposed it, redid the stems on the bottom, and made it a little bit shorter. It's because they're too big. I need to bring them down just a hair, but I still wanted to be kind of tall to stand over it. Got some blue flamage going on right here. Got 2 more skulls. And then look at this gate. This is the cool part. I got a little chain on the back of it. I was supposed to put one over here, but I didn't have enough chain, so I'll have to do one. But when it opens, it'll just kind of hold it. I thought that was cool. And you can see I got quite a few figs in there. That's what this was all about. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was my Slytherin. What did I call this? Oh, Slytherin house. House and grill. Yeah, Slytherin house and grill. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry. Take care.